So far, we've talked about anger over the pandemic, anger over politics. Now we're talking about anger over social injustice. You've been sharing some good tips, Brent Darnell. I know emotional intelligence is your specialty. What kind of tips would you have for us to get us through this time of upheaval?
I was raised in a pretty racist sort of atmosphere, deep South. I mean, we all have biases. So it's about getting in touch with who you are, understanding that we all have biases. It doesn't mean you're racist or homophobic or misogynist if you have these feelings. It means that you have to really dig into those feelings and say, how is that serving me? How does that affect how I interact with other folks? And how can I overcome that bias and shift that behavior and change something?
Okay, so let's take ourselves to a family dinner table. Is it the right time in those moments to have a conversation or to call your uncle out on saying that really obnoxious thing?
That's a sort of a judgment call. You have to weigh everything that's in that situation. But, nowadays, I think we have to err on the side of maybe offending someone by calling them out on that. But I've got a whole course on diversity and inclusion. And the whole premise is I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have whatever, a microaggression, or I'm going to say something that's totally inappropriate. And you have to tell me it's inappropriate and why it's inappropriate. And I have to say, gosh, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Not, oh, you heard it wrong, or I didn't mean it that way, or you have to just say, okay, I get it. I'm learning how to navigate this thing. So we have to give each other some grace and say, okay, gosh, I didn't know that was offensive, but I certainly won't say that again. And the other person, you both move on, and the other person harbors no ill feeling or judgment. And those are all sort of easy, step-by-step things to do. They're a lot harder to put in practice, but we've got to start somewhere.
I remember after George Floyd was killed, you had posted on social media an empathy exercise. I'd love for you to share that with us now.
Yeah, picture the person in your mind that you're having the conflict with, or it's something that's difficult and filled with conflict and judgment and things like that. So, and it's just going through a series of statements that say things like, just like me, this person wants to be loved. Just like me, this person wants a safe place to be and live. Just like me, this person wants opportunity in this country. Just like me, this person wants the best for their families. Just like me, this person has suffered loss. Just like me, this person is afraid sometimes. So it's a list of those things that really make us human. It's a compassion exercise.
How does that help?
If you get people down to that human level, you're much less likely to be judgmental and to have that conflict with them. You still may disagree with them, but it's not going to ignite that fury and fear and anger. It's going to be, gosh, they don't believe the way I do. I'm trying to understand how they believe. I am a little bit idealistic and naive, but I really believe that's the only way we can connect with people and modify their beliefs is through love and not through condemnation and judgment and hate.
A lot of teachable moments right now.
If you can understand the motivations behind, their beliefs, and you can find the things that you have in common and find the things that connect you as human beings, at least we've got a shot at diminishing or mitigating or maybe eliminating all this violence and anger and hatred. It hurts my heart to see.
Mine as well. And that's one of the reasons why I thought this would be an important week of episodes with you, Brent Darnell. Thanks so much for sharing your insights and suggestions with us here on the Health and Healing Hangout.